Good afternoon, football fans, and welcome to a summertime edition of high school football coverage on nhsportspage.com. I'm Pete Terrier, along with Dave Haley, Jen Chick, our videographer. It is Grapponi Stadium at St. Anselm College in Manchester for the third annual Chad East-West High School Football All-Star Game. And Dave, what we got here? 80 of the best football players, the just recently graduated football players in the state of New Hampshire, players that we've been covering for some of them up to 4 years. This is really the culmination to their high school football career. Some of the players are going to be playing in the Shrine Game in August, but this is a game that is going to help Children's Hospital at Dartmouth. They've raised over $500,000 prior to this year. I mean, this is a great event, and I'm so glad here to bring the video highlights and some play-by-play of this exciting event.
Yeah, it started by the Valis family, and we were able to have the coaches on last year on our radio show, and I wasn't able to attend, so this is my first time coming, and like you said, see some kids like Sean Cavallero from Hanover, and Brad Rhodes from Trinity, and Trevor Knight, of course, Pat Glenn from Portsmouth. I mean, kids that we've covered for 4 years, you know, I mean, 3 at least varsity years in football. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun today. And if you've read the interviews leading up to this game, these kids are into it. These guys want to win this game. So it's an all-star game, but I don't think it's going to have a Pro Bowl feel to it. I think these kids are going to go after it pretty hard. And
the way they divide this thing between East and West is essentially Interstate 93 and Route 3 in the northern part of the state. So you got kids from Plymouth playing with kids from Nashua. Meanwhile, you got kids that are basically within 5 or 10 miles. They're playing in the other team. So it should be interesting how this thing shakes out. I've been reading some of the stories throughout the coverage, guys like Roger Brown and the newspaper outlets. The big thing is the East, real big on the lines, and the West got some speed. I just want to get your initial thoughts on, when you look down the roster, who stands out for you and what are some of the things you expect to see?
I think it's going to be interesting seeing Donovan Fenor run the option today, you know, and that's something that they've decided to do. There's kind of two different defenses and so forth, so it's going to be interesting to see how much they throw the ball. In these kind of games, they usually have so much ability to run the ball that you don't see a lot of passing, but some Deon Ball from Manchester Memorial, there's some outstanding wide receivers in this game, so I expect it to be pretty wide open, but it's fun all the way from the guys on the line. You know, Zach Adler from Exeter is going to be out there today, really good player. Fun to see these kids from different divisions playing against each other, and you see how they stack up. We had a kid from Interlakes last year, I think, was one of the leaders in tackles, so it's fun to see the lower division kids get a chance.
How about the coaches? You got Tony Johnson coming back to New Hampshire high school football to coach this game. He was really one of the founders of this game, along, of course, with Nick Valis, and I remember a few years ago Tony kind of talking to me saying, hey, we're trying to put this thing together, and what do you know, 3 years later, here we are, and he's coaching the team. He's been at Worcester Academy down in Massachusetts for the last couple of years after leaving BG, and then the coach of the West team, Paul Levine, who the guy is retired. I mean, he's 71 years old. He was winning football state championships at then Milford area senior high school before Souhegan, long before Souhegan High School. When I was growing up in Nashua in the late 70s, he won 4 titles back to back to back, and he's out here coaching the West team this afternoon.
Yeah, and as we're talking, Chuck Lanahan walking around behind us. But yeah, absolutely, it's fun to see the older coach. I'll bet you Chuck Lanahan will be here coaching this game now. He's retired in the next few years, so it's a lot of fun. I think that's a great tradition, not to have a current coach, but to have sort of a legend like that, and down the line as they retire, guys like Bill Ball and Brian O'Reilly and so forth and so on will be out here coaching these games. But I think that's a great part of it, and what they've kind of said, if you've read the build-up to this game, is that just let the kids play, put them in a position to make plays, and really going to let the athletes kind of take care of it themselves.
All right, because I'm a West New Hampshire guy, and you're an East New Hampshire guy. My team is 2-0 in the first 2 games of the Chad football game here. Can the West team make it 3 in a row, or are you going with your boys from the East?
I'm going with the boys from the East, but we got a Guilford kid here today. Jack Athanas is a backup quarterback, so I'm excited to see him get in the game. So, no, it's going to be a lot of fun time. I'm really excited to see these kids run around.
All right, we're getting ready for some football here. It is coverage of the 2014 Chad East-West High School Football All-Star Game. Pete Terry along with Dave Haley. Enjoy the highlights. We'll see you after the game. We want to thank our sponsors for helping us make this coverage possible here on nhsportspage.com. Steve Beals and the gang at Beals Insurance out of Bedford, and now open in Hudson, New Hampshire as well. And our other sponsor, Dave's pimping it right here, Neighborhood Fundraising. Dave, a great company there and helping teams and organizations raise money.
Yeah, fundraising for high school teams, talking to all the football coaches, all the fall sports. Reach out to us at neighborhoodfundraising.com, and really excited to be a sponsor for this event.
Getting set to get underway here. The third annual Chad East-West New Hampshire High School All-Star Game. East versus West. Pete Terrier along with Dave Haley on nhsportspage.com. It'll be Team West kicking off to Team East, and it looks like Kyle Reisert from Plymouth is going to be doing the kickoff. At least this time he will share duties, I believe, with Concord's Wally Indy. Back deep is Lattimore, Manny Lattimore, the outstanding running back from Pinkerton Academy in Derry for the West. He's standing inside the 10-yard line, and Reisert kicks it short and towards the left sideline. It's going to be fielded just past the 20 by one of the upbacks. And
Jason Martinez.
Martinez from Salem brings it across the 30, and that's where the East team will start off on offense. West with Knight under center, something you haven't seen a lot of over the last few years. He's going to drop and roll to the right, looking to throw. Complete. Macris from Central across midfield, taken down inside East territory. The tackle made by Max Medley out of Exeter.
Macris just a big target going across the middle, 6'5", big kid. Absolutely, on point from Trevor Knight there. Nice to see a roll out in the first possession and kind of open it up, keep the defense honest.
Got some on the left side with Dion Ball from Manchester Memorial out there with Valus on the left. Knight handoff to Indy up the middle. He's across the 40. He's got the first down, running towards the sideline. He's tripped up by Medley, and he's down to the 32. So another first down for Team West, and they're cooking here on their first offensive possession. Back to the line, you got a couple of receivers right, Valus and Ball, two running backs behind the quarterback, Knight. Godet in there as a fullback, Knight rolling to his right. He can run, he's going to throw, got a man open, Macris, touchdown! Nick Macris, 7-yard touchdown catch from Trevor Knight. And the West team on the board, 6-0.
And that's where you see Trevor Knight, his ability to run the ball. You have two defensive linemen coming at him, because absolutely you've got to play that run first. Thought he might have thrown that a little short, but great catch on the play, and touchdown on the first possession there.
The backfield with Godet. You got a receiver right and a receiver left. And the handoff goes to Wiggin, bounces across the tackle, got the first down, still on his feet, inside the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Zach Wiggin, 27 yards on 4th down, and the kid from Pembroke scores, and it is 12-0 West. So they got Waddington from Dover in the backfield, pitch to Lattimore, Lattimore taken down, nice play defensively. And John Thomas from Plymouth celebrating.
Plymouth kids are all over the field, all 4 of them, which doesn't surprise either one of us. Said hi to Coach Lanahan earlier, you and I did.
Does he look relaxed in retirement?
He looks real relaxed. He always looks pretty relaxed, even if he's not always feeling it, I don't think.
3rd and 8 for the East. Fenor under center. 2nd down and 1 for the West. They've changed sides. Ball just shy of the 30-yard line. Knight looking to throw. Little pressure. Throws it wide open. Macris caught it inside the 10 and inside the 5-yard line. They're going to spot it right at the 5, it looks like. And Nick Macris was just running free down the right sideline, and Knight found him.
Eric Waddington drilled him to prevent the touchdown, but nice throw off his back foot there by Trevor Knight. That's why he's headed to UNH.
You got Keel and you got Cavallaro. So you got some skill. Keel in motion. And the handoff, Cavallaro. This time he is in. Touchdown, Sean Cavallaro. His 2nd touchdown of the day. The kid from Hanover makes it 18-0 West. 3rd and 10, 15 seconds left to go. Here's Fenor in there now. He's going to take the shotgun snap and run with it, and he is taken down shy of the 45. Nice tackle by Jared Keel on the West out of Plymouth. Perhaps the most mispronounced name in all of New Hampshire high school football.
I'm guilty of that.
And that's it in the first half. So 18-0 West blanking East so far. We'll be back for the second half. Running back Indy. Gaudette. So two Concord players in the backfield. The handoff, fake one to Indy. They're going to go the reverse to Ball. He's got some room. First down, right sideline. That speed on display. And he's inside the 40 or at the 40 of the East. And that's a first down for Team West.
Well-designed play, and there was a good block on the edge by Nick Macris of Central out on that edge to spring him another 10 yards. So nicely designed play right there.
Couple of receivers left, Ball and Valus. Here's the pitch, Indy running left. Indy inside the 30, inside the 25, inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. Wally Indy, he's a bruiser, but the kid's got some speed too.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a track star for Concord as well. They had one of the better track programs in the state, so just an outstanding athlete. And I talked to him earlier this year, and in person, he's just a rock. That kid is just a tough, big. He is a strong kid.
In this game, you got to think he's saying, "Hey, Coach Johnson, how about this? Try this. This one worked for us."
There are a lot of coaches in the house.
Fenor in the shotgun, Lattimore to his left. Fenor straight back to pass, looking to throw, pumps, throws, open man, Geppert intercepted. Erda running it up the right sideline. Erda, there's a flag down as he's near the 20-yard line. And it's probably some kind of blocking foul against a Team East, but biggest play of the game so far for Team East, the interception by Harrison Erda off the pass from for the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints.
Eric Kumbud, head coach, does a terrific job at St. Thomas.
Another first down for the East, so again, Stegman giving the offense a little life here, throwing the football. He's in the shotgun again. They're inside the 45 at the 44. Stegman, lefty throw, open, Geppert caught inside the 30, inside the 25 to the 20, down the sideline, knocked out of bounds inside the 15. They're going to spot it right around the 16-yard line, actually. And another first down, 3 consecutive pass completions for first down.
The East has life.
2 of them to Geppert.
For the practices of getting back in this thing, they needed 7.
I think if you get close enough where it's reasonable on 4th down to go for it and score 6, but if you're here,
right,
you might as well try and kick the field goal. You got a real good one in Middleton. A couple of receivers to each side, one running back to the right of Stegman. It's Nzenga. Stegman straight back, looking to throw. Caught inside the 10, inside the 5, dragging defenders, going to be stopped short of the goal line. I'm not sure who that was. Was it McCullough?
33.
Yep.
Tom McCullough, Kingswood.
He's making some plays.
Coach Skelly's player. Kingswood. Good seeing a Kingswood kid making some plays. Smart decision. You say we got to punch it in, but again, you're going away from what got you down here, and now all of a sudden that defensive line of the West takes over again. So you may want to throw the ball.
Yeah, it's not
as crazy as that sounds. 2nd and 1, you want to throw it.
It's not like you've been blowing them off the line either. So
yeah,
what makes you think you're going to have an easy walk into the end zone going right up the middle? Pitch to Lattimore. He's still running to the right. Touchdown, Manny Lattimore from Pinkerton. Gets the East on the board with 3:50 left in the 3rd quarter. It's 18-6. They explain that one. Here's Gillis under center this time. Indy, the running back behind him. Jared Keel is in the backfield as well. And he fakes the handoff. Rolling to his right. Gillis throws. Caught. Macris tiptoeing the sideline. Got the first down. And that's going to be inside the 10 at about the 8. Nice catch by Macris.
There are some quarterbacks when they roll out, they're rolling out and looking to run and maybe pass if a guy's wide open. Gillis is looking to pass every time. He wants to throw the football.
As it was a rather quick-moving 3rd quarter, but the 4th quarter has been a little bit sluggish.
Throwing the ball.
Gillis gets the snap, fake handoff, Indy looking to throw. Caught, touchdown, Baniskevich. The lead increased 24-7. The West extending it once again. 14:27 left to go, fourth quarter.
Great drive by Devin Gillis on Merrimack. Had a really good, all the way down the field, throwing the football, rolling out to his right, making plays.
Just noticing that there's just one cheerleading squad for both teams. Now they're cheering for the offense.
That's right.
Do they turn around and cheer for the defense? There's an interception. It looks like
Brad
Rhodes at midfield, bringing it back the other way. And he's inside the 40-yard line. Stegman throws the pick, and West back in business in the East Territory.
He was looking for Ryan Welch of Winnacunnet, but just airmailed that one. And Brad Rhodes just came right to him. It was like a Larry Brown for the Cowboys interception in the Super Bowl. He just sort of was in the spot, and the ball came right to him.
Is that the ball? Ball's on the 39 for the West. Gillis in the shotgun. Cavallero, one of the running backs. I think on the left. Hard to tell when you can't see the numbers. And Gillis looking to throw right sideline. Open man ball. Got the catch! What a catch! And he's inside the 10. Dion ball. But what a touch by Devin Gillis, just putting it right on the hand.
And that was tippy toes on the sideline. Terrific catch, and Gillis has been fantastic watching throwing the ball. He's been exciting. He's coming out looking to throw, and he's been terrific.
He says for the East team. Someone just fire up a motorcycle or something in the stands.
The air conditioning.
They're going to go for it on 4th and 5. Need to get to the 48. Fenor looking to throw it. It's picked off. Intercepted by Gaudet. And the West has the football back.
West will take over. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Put the Guilford kid in at QB. You want to see fireworks.
We got him as Anathas. I knew they had that screwed up.
I know exactly how to spell it. Bow has one of the better helmets, don't they? Bow High School.
They have.
They get like the Michigan helmets.
Dwight Alford, yeah. Yeah. Here's Knight in the shotgun. He's got running backs to both sides of him. He's going to throw. Here's some pressure. Knight runs it across the line of scrimmage. In the open, down the sideline. Trevor Knight. One man to beat, and he can't do it. He's got knocked out of bounds. I think Max Medley knocked him out of bounds. And that would have been a big play for Trevor Knight. Still a first down, and they're in East Territory again, right at the 40-yard line.
They missed a big-time holding call. Zach Wiggin of Pembroke got in there and absolutely got pulled from behind by his shirt. He was about to get in tonight. They didn't call it, didn't see it. Got away with one there because Wiggin was right there, and he got his shirt pulled from behind.
Here comes more substitutions as the East bringing on players late. Keel in the backfield with Indy. Indy's right behind Knight. And just right off the snap, Wiggin comes in and just collapses on Trevor Knight for a sack.
Wiggins played real well. He's made a name for himself today. Not a big kid, but just a football player.
In the shotgun, the running back to his right is Nzenga. A couple of receivers on both sides of the field. Looks like Athanas, the lefty quarterback's going to throw. Down the middle. Picked off Landry from Trinity. And he's going to return it to the 15-yard line as Ian Landry was right there, wide open, and Athanas found him.
Put a bullet right on the numbers. Going over the sideline now is being corrected. We're on the blue team. That's all right, though. Still threw a rocket right to his chest.
Final 40 seconds. Be one more kneel down here, and that's going to do it. Your final score. The West wins 24-7. A couple of touchdowns running the ball by Sean Cavallaro. Touchdown pass from Knight to Macris. And I'm sure Paul Levine is not going to mind that Gatorade or ice water bath that he just got. The West goes to 3-0 in the Chad High School Football All-Star Game here at Grapponi Stadium at St. Anselm College. Pete Terrier along with two of the West players that really helped make it happen. Trevor Knight out of Nashua South, number 7. Kyle Reisert here, number 83 out of Plymouth. And I'm going to start with you, Kyle, because we talk all the time about how you guys are in a smaller division and how the Plymouth program has been so dominant over the years. And you sent your coach out, Coach Lenahan, with a championship, another one this year. And games like this really get you guys a chance to play and show that you can play with guys like Trevor and guys from the upper division. And you certainly didn't disappoint. You had a couple of sacks in this game. You out-punted the scholarship punter going to UNH. I mean, does this give you a little extra pride knowing that you guys can come here and show that Plymouth is for real and you guys are really good players?
Yeah, it's really nice being able to come down and play with the D1 kids that we never get a shot to play against. We get to scrimmage a couple D1 teams at the beginning of the year, but that's really all we get. So having 5 Plymouth guys get chosen for this game is something special, and being able to perform as well as the D1 kids is also pretty nice.
And Trevor, also, this is about the kids at Chad, and I know you guys got a chance to go up there and see what life is like for those kids. So knowing what you know now, having learned from this experience, and now you're moving on to college, what does it mean for you to come out here and play for those kids and show them that, hey, you know, there is reason to be hopeful, and you guys have a great facility here at Chad, and we're here playing for you and trying to raise money for you guys?
Yeah, it feels great just being out here for all the right reasons. We had a big crowd today, so that's even more money donated to Chad. So it's just good doing something we all love and raising money for the kids.
And how about playing against some of these other players that, you know, you've been a Division I guy playing for Nashua South, and you've seen enough of Manny Lattimore and the Central guys and the Salem guys, but getting to play with guys like this guy and the rest of the Plymouth guys and some of these all-stars from around the rest of the divisions, how do you enjoy playing with them and playing against them?
I love it. These kids can play. I mean, you saw the Plymouth kids on defense and all the other even Division III kids anywhere. They can ball, and they really showed it today. They were flying around on defense. Our defense won us this game.
You weren't able to really get much of your running game going. You did have one touchdown run that was called back because of a penalty, but talk about playing in this type of game and how you have to kind of change your game, not what you're used to.
Yeah, it was a little different being under center and everything, but you know, throughout the week I've gotten a little used to it and just adapting, and that's what you got to do in these types of games.
All right, hey, good luck at UNH, man. It's been a pleasure covering you for 4 years. Thanks a lot. And you, Kyle, where are you headed next year? I'm sure you got football in your future, right?
Yeah, UNH.
Oh, so you're at UNH with this kid.
Yeah.
And what do you think you're going to be playing for a position there?
Defensive end, probably.
And now the coaching staff at UNH probably here today, seeing the way you were handling those punts and kickoffs, might a little competition between you and Hayden.
No, that's not really where I want to be next year, not at all. So hopefully he gets a spot.
All right, Kyle, thanks so much, and it was great covering you guys. And does Plymouth have anything left after you guys and Coach Lenahan moving on?
Me and Jared still have the Shrine game, so that's one more group that is going to Plymouth, and then we'll also be playing together at UNH, so it'll go on for a little while. But yeah, for the other 3 guys, it's kind of tough having them end their career.
Well, what about the rest of the guys that are going to be still playing for Plymouth High School next year? You think they still can be competitive?
Yeah, we have one of the greatest coaching staffs in New Hampshire. They work hard and they teach kids just to be tough and grind it out no matter where the talent is or where the size is, and usually they don't disappoint, so hopefully they'll do good next year. All
right, thanks so much for the time and good luck in college.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sean Cavallero from Hanover High School with us, one of the offensive stars of the game for Team West, their 24-7 victory over Team East in the Chad High School All-Star Game. And first of all, Sean, I want to apologize because you had a highlight touchdown run, and the play-by-play guy, me, had the guy on the other team scoring the touchdown. So Zach Wiggin from Pembroke scored the touchdown, not Sean Cavallero. So we apologize, but
you guys messed up too. That's fine with me.
But that was a heck of a run.
Yeah, it was great. The offense did a great job of walling down, and once I got in the secondary, Dion Ball and I think it was Tristan Thoreau from Trinity, they both made unbelievable blocks, and it was great to be in the end zone. get some confidence early in the game for our offense. So it was a great play by the whole team.
And you're playing out of position like a lot of guys are in this game. So what was that like, the transition to running back?
Yeah, it was a ton of fun being able to play a different position than you are in high school, and it was great to be able to. I might be playing in that position next year, so it was great practice to be able to play running back. So it was great guys in front of me, great fullbacks in front of me, a couple guys from Plymouth. So it was great to be able to play with these hardworking guys, and it was an unbelievable experience playing running back. So it was a lot of fun.
I was talking to some of the Plymouth guys, and he's all tied up here, so let's try and fix this situation. I was talking to some of the Plymouth guys about, coming from a lower division, the upper division guys are probably like, oh man, they're Division 3, they're Division 4, they can't be that good, but they get out here on the field with you guys, and it's obvious that you guys can play.
Yeah, we wanted to show that actually, Division 2 kids being out here, because you hear a lot about the Manchester guys at the press around here and stuff, so it was great to be able to see these guys at first, meet them and play with them, and ended up getting a win. So it's great to be able to show, and kind of a scene like this for us to be able to show that we can play too at a higher level. So it was a great opportunity.
Let's get Devin Gillis in here, the quarterback from Merrimack. I was talking with Dave Haley during the course of the games we were filming, and you were one player that I never got to see play in high school. I was always at another game, but you were putting up numbers left and right. So I was excited to see you out there and get a chance to play, and man, you were moving that team down the field. You ended up throwing a touchdown pass. How gratifying was that for you to come out here and play with all these type of all-stars and show that you can really compete too?
It was awesome. I mean, this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience where you get to play with kids that are this good, and they make you want to step up your game, play even better. So, I mean, I just had great protection all around. Receivers caught every ball. I mean, they were on fire, everyone.
And that defense, I mean, the Plymouth guys were in on every single play. I see Gaudette from Concord wins the MVP, but how about that defense from the West?
They were unbelievable. I was shocked they didn't have a shutout. I mean, just that one drive, but they were playing unbelievable. I mean, it's hard to go against them. Even going against them in scout team all week, they're great defense.
All right, Devin Gillis from Merrimack, Sean Cavallero from Hanover. Once again, sorry about the mess up on the touchdown. You're going to like the video highlights nevertheless. It was a heck of a run. The East loses again to the West, 3-0 in the series. Two-time champions, I guess you could say. The Concord Crimson Tide, state champs in Division 1, and champions here, the East-West High School All-Star Game. We got Mark Gaudette over here, number 44, the MVP trophy in his left hand. And we got Wally Indy over here on the right, and I'll start with you, Mark. When they announced your name as the MVP, were you surprised? I mean, I was like, who's going to be the MVP? But they gave it to you. What was going through your head?
I mean, I'm just happy. I'm so blessed to get this award. It feels good to have a lot of hard work pay off, and it's a pretty good way to show it. So I'm really happy, and I just want to thank all my teammates, all my coaches for helping me get into this position. So because it wasn't just me, it was everyone out there that helped and got us the win today.
And Wally, what a magical year for Concord, and you just graduated, last week or whatever, a couple weeks ago. Can you kind of sum up how this year has been? I mean, it really has been a special year in Concord.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've been waiting to have this kind of year in Concord. I mean, as a freshman class back in 2010, we believe our class was full of greatness, and we kind of pretty much knew after our freshman year season that we were going to do great stuff, and we didn't just sit back and be like, oh, we're great. I mean, we work hard, went get extra lifting, get stronger, get faster. And, I mean, we always work hard. There's always a room of improvement. So, yeah.
How about a big guy like you playing in 85-degree heat? I mean, you look no worse for wear.
Yeah, well, I'm actually happy I played one way because it was pretty hard, and you kind of needed a breakout to get a little bit of fluid to avoid cramps and whatnot. So, I mean, it was great. It's a fun experience. I mean, it's great to be part of something.
Hey, Mark, one last one for you. We'll let you guys go. Anybody on your team or maybe the other team that you really knew as a player or maybe you hadn't really heard of? Anybody really stand out for you and say, wow, that kid's pretty good?
There's a kid on our team, number 26, Devereaux. He's our safety. I had never met him before, but I love his energy. I love his attitude, and I wish I could have more opportunities to play with him, but I can't. But he's a good kid, and I really like him. So.
Concord, The Concord boys representing Mark Gaudette, Wally Indy here. Have a great summer, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Congrats. From Trinity here, part of the victorious West team. Brad had a pick in this game. Let's talk about that. I mean, you didn't have a lot of picks, I don't think, playing defense for Trinity. I don't even know how much defense you played for Trinity this year. You probably played some.
Played cornerback and had like 6 picks or 7 picks, so it wasn't bad.
Obviously, I wasn't at too many Trinity games, except for the Turkey Bowl and some of the playoff games. But I've been talking to some of these lower division guys about playing on this all-star team with some of the upper guys, just showing that you guys can actually play. I mean, no matter what the division here, there's some good football here in Granite State.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a bunch of great players that are coming out that got selected for this game. I mean, between Concord and then the Plymouth boys and stuff like that, playing with them was great. I mean, it was a great experience and absolute blessing to be on the field with them. I mean, we worked hard together, and to see division, even the kids from Stephen, Division 3, Division 2.
You transferring from Pembroke and finishing your career, obviously, at Trinity. Worked out pretty good for you. You played on some great teams and played with some great players. Can you talk, looking back now as a graduated senior, and think about how tough that was, obviously, with what happened with your mom,
Yeah,
you know, God rest her soul, but you had a tougher than average high school career for a kid.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was tough to see her go at such an early age. I mean, I just like to have her looking over me at all the basketball games, all the football games. It was great. I mean, to play for her on the basketball court, football field, everything like that, just to know that she's always over me and made me work harder on the school and on the field. So it was great to know that she was always there for me.
Well, we appreciate the time, and it's been fun covering you for the last few years.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Brad. Hey, congrats. Have a good summer. West over East, 24-7, continuing their domination in this young Chad East-West High School Football All-Star game here in New Hampshire. Great game. Obviously a great cause for Children's Hospital at Dartmouth. Raised a ton of money. They went over the $500,000 mark in terms of money raised this year.
Great.
And hopefully another great event next year. But some pretty good football. Hot summer day here in late June. But the West was just the dominant team today.
Yeah, the defensive line, as we talk about a million times over, their defensive line was terrific. The Plymouth kids really stuck out. I thought the Concord kids really stuck out. So it doesn't surprise you, those are championship teams. A couple of new players like Wiggins from Pembroke, who we hadn't seen before. A couple of the smaller school guys really made an impact. Fun to see Dion Ball running down the field. And Devin Gillis was a lot of fun from Merrimack. Probably my favorite player to watch today.
All right, so for the East, I mean, obviously it was an issue where they were just getting beat at the lines, and that's basically what the problem was?
Yeah, Donovan Fenor just didn't have any time to do anything. I mean, there were times in obvious passing situations where he went back and there were 3 guys on him before he can even look downfield. And same with Manny Lattimore. He got the ball and he'd have to make 2 moves just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So there's not much you can do as a running back and a quarterback if you don't have line protection. And sometimes with these matchups, you know, one team's just going to have a stacked line, and I just thought it wasn't ineptitude by the East. It was more the West, which is big, and they were terrific. They played very well.
It was a great year of coverage here on NHSportsPage.com. I know we got the New Hampshire-Vermont basketball game coming up
New Year
in July. This is like the end of this year.
Like the opener.
The new year starts in September at the Queen City Jamboree. Actually, that's probably August, but it has been a great year. It's been a lot of fun, and you know, obviously, want to thank our sponsors for this particular event, Beals Insurance out of Bedford, Steve Beals and his crew. Also got a new office opening up in Hudson. And then, of course, neighborhood fundraising. If you're looking for a way to raise some money for your team, your organization, your group, call up Dave Haley. Dave at NHSportsPage.com,
sure, that works.
And he can help you out neighborhood fundraising.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm looking forward to it, and it's talking to coaches, a lot of coach Eric Brown, a lot of other head coach Kurt Hines, and you know, excited for the Jamboree's right around the corner, so we'll get right back into it.
I need a little rest, man. I got to take some time off. Thanks to our videographer Jen Chick for doing a great job. St. Anselm for putting on a great event here as the host. For Dave Haley, I'm Pete Terrier. Have a good summer, everybody.